do a holiday glam look with you using pretty much all Charlotte Tilbury products. So I've already put on my moisturizer and everything. Starting with the base, I typically, when I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, I don't really like to use concealer because it is already pretty full coverage. And for the holiday look, might as well just go all out. I like to apply it with my Artiste brush. So what I do is, of course, shake it first. I have it in the shade number 4, Neutral. I like to just apply it directly all over my face and just use my brush to brush it out. It applies super quickly, and it really just takes a few seconds to get the product all across your face very evenly. And that's why I like to use this huge Artiste brush that I got from, I think, sample sale a couple years ago for really good pricing. Tarte also does similar brushes. By the way, I'm pre-filming this segment because by the time you're watching this, I would already be at my in-laws for Christmas. And if you're also traveling for Christmas like I am, I really recommend going for an all-in-one product. And this is my tried and true favorite travel companion from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Instant Look in a palette. Mine is already an older model or older shade. It's Stoned Rose Beauty. I'm pretty sure that is no longer available, but they currently have a few more, I think even prettier variations. So what you get in this palette is everything you need for the eye, the cheek, contour, as well as highlight. So you basically are covered if you just take this one palette, and it's small enough to fit in most makeup bags. So I love that, and I actually really love the contour shade in here. By the way, my brushes are mostly from ColourPop or e.l.f. I do not like to, except for the Artiste one, I do not like to spend a lot of money on brushes. And also this palette comes with a giant mirror, which is perfect for, again, traveling, because then you really can see your full face when you apply your makeup. A little bit under my jawline, as well as I like to use the same shade to do my nose contour with like a small brush. This is also from ColourPop. I got a bunch of ColourPop brushes as part of a set during last Black Friday for a really great deal, and all of their brushes are really soft, easy to blend, and they do not shed. And sometimes I bring a little bit to the top of my eyelid just to create a more coherent look. For eyeshadow, instead of using the one that comes in this palette, which I love, but that's more, I feel like, for neutral everyday, I do have these two Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palette. This is Walk of No Shame, really beautiful mauvey shades with like tiny shimmer. This is the Celestial Eyes, so very shimmery and perfect for the holiday look that we are creating today. So I'm going to take the lightest shade over here to set the base of my lid. I love Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows because they do not have, pretty much do not have any fallout. I also love ColourPop eyeshadows, but I do realize that if you get their matte shades, they tend to have somewhat of a fallout issue. So it's just not the easiest to work with. I'm going to take in this shade over here to basically increase the depth of my eyelid, so add it to the crease of my eye. Again, I love how just subtle it is. It is shimmery but very subtle and really easy to work with as well. So if you don't want like a crazy look, you can pretty much just end here for your eye, but because it is the holiday season, what I'm going to do is just using my finger to tap to the center of my eyelid of this really beautiful gold foil looking shade in the Celestial Eyes palette. I love the gold effect, matches really well with my nails. And then don't forget to highlight the inner corner of your eye to really kind of open it up and make you look a bit more awake. I am going to cheat a bit on my eyebrow and liner because I don't have Charlotte Tilbury brow and eyeliner products, so I'm going to use my Herring Make liner, waterproof, as well as my e.l.f. brow. Both are really affordable. Back with my eyeliner and brows done. Now let's move on to the mascara. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Push Up Lashes. This is a sample size. I do have quite a few mascaras I need to go through, so I don't want to get the full size. And by the way, a shopping hack for you, Charlotte Tilbury's own website quite often does gift with purchase, or you always get some sort of sample products with your purchase, so definitely try to leverage that. Like, I'm pretty sure they have gifted out eyeshadow palettes for purchase that's above certain thresholds, especially with more of these expensive or premium brands. I like to just go on the brand's own website to see if they're running any better deals than something like a Sephora. Oh, I like it. What do we think? I do think it gives a pretty dramatic effect. I definitely have short, stubby Asian lashes, so with the magic of eyelash curler and this push-up lashes, I definitely feel like this mascara, compared to some other mascaras I've used, holds your curls a lot better, so I am definitely interested in buying full size of this. Moving on to blushes, I have the Cheek to Chic in Pillow Talk, which is their iconic blush in the iconic shade. This is from Euphoria. It's a really cool newer brand. And I love that the center of it definitely has highlighting effect, so you can kind of get that blush plus highlight 2-in-1 effect with this product, which is really convenient, and it's also really glam for the holiday. I also like to sweep it across my nose to make it feel like I just finished a run or something. It's a very healthy look, but it just also makes the entire look a bit more coherent. Now, I typically don't add additional highlight, but because we're doing for the glam look, I'm going to add the highlight in this palette, especially tip of my nose bridge, just to kind of make my nose pop a little bit more, because I, again, have very flat Asian nose. And I also like to put it on top of my pubic bone. Let's just add more highlight to the cheek. You can do the C motion if you want, starting from tip of the brow. The last part is our lip. So I do have quite a few Charlotte Tilbury lip products. The one that I like when it comes to a more glammed up look is this shade called Sexy Sienna. So it is almost like a corally nudie shade. It looks more nude in the bullet, but when you put it on your lip, it actually shows up the corally red color pretty well. And there we go, really easy and simple glam up look. I just turned off my ring light so that you can see the look in real life better. It is super quick to get this look, and it doesn't require too many products. I love the effect of it, and I'm definitely going to wear this look on Christmas Day.